Hey everybody, Joric here. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. I have potentially some good news for those of you that are traveling to Portugal or live in Portugal and have dealt with the frustration of delays and issues if you're having an international flight. So you're outside of the EU flying into Portugal and you have to go through passport control, kind of that immigration hall as I call it, where you have to show your passport at either an electronic kiosk or to an actual person. Portugal stating that there are people in training. They're going to have over 500 people, officers that are going to be dealing with border control, meaning at the airports. So Faro, which sometimes can be absolutely a mess. Lisbon, which is a mess. We've flown out of it so many times, it's ridiculous. Porto's been a mess. Some of the other, the island airports too, can be difficult to get in and out of. And so this is some good news. So if you're traveling, maybe you won't have to wait as long to see an agent and get your passport stamped and enter the country. This is also a reminder, if you happen to have an electronic passport, has a little symbol on it that means electronic. If you're entering Portugal, if you can go through the electronic kiosks, if they're open, they're not always open. Sometimes I think they're supposed to have 8 or 10 kiosks. Sometimes only 2 or 3 are working. It might be a faster and better way to get in, as well as leave the country, as opposed to having to wait in the very long lines. But what I can tell you is that in the summer, you can wait 3 or 4 hours in Lisbon. You can wait a few hours in Faro, a couple hours in Porto to get into the country. Not as much and not as difficult to get out when your flight's out, but to get in, it can just be a pain and a real damper when you're excited to go explore a new country and then you're sitting in the airport for half the day because they can't figure out what they're doing. But it is something that there is hope there. My hope is that they state this and they actually come through on it. There are many times where they've said that they're going to hire more people or reassign people or transfer people from agencies, and it just doesn't happen. So, and they need 500. They probably need to hire or hire 1,000 because there are many people that are currently border control. They're working at the airports and they're trying to transfer out into something else because they don't want to be there. So it's an interesting dilemma, but I hope that this is good news. For those of you traveling there, for those of you that live in Portugal, go in and out and have to deal with the customs and immigration hall. Hopefully passport control will be a little easier starting in a month here, where more of these officers get assigned, more windows are open, more of the electronic kiosks with more helpers are there to help you get into the country faster and also leave the country faster. So let's hope so. If you've had any experience, good, bad, or otherwise, I've talked about my terrible experiences. If you've had some great experiences getting through passport control, please comment below. If you've also had some doozies and some bad ones, please comment as well. Would love to hear about it. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels.